It's a really helpful tool. I guess that's how you make a weekend. I guess I can show you how you can make how you usually make a new song into this pool. Um, so if you can imagine, for every song that I make for a sequence, I have to make a macro. And you can imagine it's going to be really tedious. Every time to make a song, I'd have to store a song, store a bunch of stuff. I'll show you in the plugin suite. There's an easy way to at least adding on to this little database I created on MA. Um, so on the left side, you can kind of tell this is all about adding cues. There's this top row that's just called maker. It just puts it at the end of your sequence. And then there's this bottom row that we can talk about later. But on the right side of this little macro pool, there's all these cues right here. There's new song, rename song, copy song, and then a bunch of other useful tools. But I can just talk about all of that. I guess this little section right here. So if I click new song, it's going to ask me, there's a new song that you want to create. And I'm going to be silly and I'm just going to type out for the new song name, I'm just going to type my name. And you can see right here, it made a sequence called Cooper. If I go into the sequence, it named the sequence Cooper, and it even named the first cue of the song Cooper. And then from there, I can just update these two cues and then store any more new cues that I need later on. And then it also made a macro, and it made all the insides. So then all I have to do is just click it, and it would add it onto my selected executor. If I click it now, there's like a little safety protocol, so you're not copying itself into itself. So that's just there's a lot of safety measures that comes with this whole plugin suite. But now that I made a new song, say I want to delete the song, I can just type out Cooper, and it finds Cooper and deletes it. I could even copy songs. So say there's a version of Cornerstone that I make. It's gonna copy that sequence Cornerstone, and it's gonna put it in a new sequence, so I can make a bunch more changes, store a bunch more cues. But I want to have two separate copies. I want to have one style of Cornerstone, and I want to have a different style of Cornerstone, but I want to keep the old style in case I hate the new style, or whatever. Um, and then there's say I make a song and I mistype the name of the song, or say I accidentally programmed for the wrong song. I can hit the rename cue, you know, type in Cornerstone, and then all of a sudden, if there's two different versions, or if there's multiple versions of the same song, it's going to ask you which version of the song do you want to change. I'll hit number 2, and then it says, what's the new song name? I'll say Cooper, and it changed the macro, it changed the inside. When I go into the sequence, it changed the sequence, and it changed uh, a bunch of random stuff. It handles a lot of crazy cool stuff for you. Um, so that's creating new songs, renaming songs, copying songs, and then we can delete songs. If you wanted to, you could even type a number. So I see it's going to be sequence 312. So I can type 312 instead of typing the name. If I wanted to edit one of these songs from the list, I can type out the song name, and then I put it onto my selected executor. If I can't find a song that I'm looking for, I can just type out part of the song's name, and it'll find it in this whole list. If I want to organize this whole database of songs, I can hit organize, and it's going to reorganize everything. Oh, everything was already organized. That's cool. Um, Condensing songs. I made this cool plugin called renumber queues. Um, so I guess I can change all of these to like some random number. So you can see 1.1. If I just wanted the regular integer numbers, I can hit this renumber queues. and then it will change all of these. For my selected executor, it will change it all back to normal numbers. So that's a nifty tool. And then repair songs, it's in case you accidentally delete a random macro, and then, oh shoot, I'm missing that macro and I can't use oops to bring it back. I can just hit repair songs and it'll put it back into the macro list. So that's kind of an overview of how Maker works.